watching that sometime on your own if you have not seen it. Incredible stuff out of them. I'm not going to spoil what happened in the Grand Final series, but alas, we did not end up coming out on top. Now, 50-50 out to the middle. Desi's there for almost redirect. Insane skim touch. Does not quite find its way onto the net. We're getting right underway. These guys just got off scrimming me, Fighter Vet, and Melon, so they are properly warmed up. They definitely gave us a run for our money, took some games off of us. But here, Buffalo go up early, end up slotting this one in the top left. Lavender Lamps not having any of it. 50-50 out into the middle. Desi pops this one up. Newt is up already. Desi to the backboard. Tries for the double. Unable to get it. Now Spooky to the side. Flicks it over one. Playing off that sidewall. Focus now upfield. Tries for the redirect. Misses it. Napier with a little bit of space and time. Miscommunicates with Desi. Desi and Napier combined in the corner to at least stall this ball out. Get some more 50s. Play for space. Now Focus and Spooky. Big pinch out. Napier is there for the pinch mid. Newt gets a crucial touch away from Desi. And we have some interesting dynamics here because Spooky and Newt are MCS teammates, and now they're pitted against each other in this best of 7. One of them will be moving on, one of them will be going home. This is for all the marbles. All of the season has added up to this. My Novice team, of course, the Rochester Renegades, have had a perfect season, perfect regular season, 15-0, something that will probably never be done again. We got to witness it. We got to bask in its glory. The only slight fault they ever have had was in Major 1. I'm beating a dead horse at this point, but it's important backstory. Newt off to the backboard. Shot coming in from Focus. Another top right slot. The shooting has been on point from Buffalo. Novice looking a little hesitant, or at least our Novice team, a little slow to the ball. Not their normal decisive selves here. Napier, a little awkward, and this is another shot on net. Newt gets the credit. Goal going in for the Buffalo. Not exactly how we want to start, but we still have 2.5 minutes. Lots of time. 50-50 out in favor of Lavender Lamps. Desi's up. Ends up missing the ball. Shot coming down. Focus tries for the angle. Unable to get it. Now Newt. Really awkward pop-up. Gets a good 50 though on Desi. Spooky now to follow. Plays it over Lavender. Focus is up. He's back alone. Spooky to mid. Has the double tap. Napier not ready for that extra touch. Ends up in a disaster. Rochester had a chance there. Unable to convert. Now Buffalo on the counterattack. Quickly cut out. Rochester trying to answer back. Shot here from Spooky. Low boost. Demo from Napier. Pinch mid from Desi. Easily turned away by Focus. Desi running out of boost. This offense sort of fiddling out as players run out of boost. Ball kind of awkward for Focus here though. Spooky tries for round 1. Focus better to it. Wave dash. Bump on the play. Desi now with a big pinch out mid. This could be a chance. Desi to the backboard. Shot opportunity. Napier slots that in. Our Novice team is so back. Getting 1 goal. Still a minute and a half left. Definitely time to come back here. This is not the end of the world if they do drop this game. It's a long series. Best of 7 underway. Desi to the mid. Pops that one toward Newt. Focus up. Tries for the double. Gets it around 1. Tries for a third, but unable to get it. Spooky to the corner. Napier to follow. Napier running out of boost. We've seen a lot of players just run out of boost on these offensive stints. They look for the extra touch and just aren't able to get it after they use their entire canister to just attempt to get a play. And here, an insane save. Insane goal line sequence. Now Desi over 1. Newt back alone. Ends up missing the touch. Focus kind of slow to that one, but just Desi was not ready for that huge miss off the backboard from Newt. Ball played out mid. Focus gets a touch. Desi tries for the shot. not quite in. Spooky tries for the shot around one, but not quite good. Force back now. This game looking likely to go to Buffalo, barring a miracle, and they do not have it. They're just taking all the time in the world. Here, Lavender Lamps left all alone. Desi with the 50, Napier left back alone on 0. This is not it. And our Novice team will start off the series down 1. Not exactly the start that they were looking for, but it happens, you know. Not every series has to start off with a game win in order for you to get the final win. Here we are, getting into game numero dos. Five minutes back on the clock. Buffalo ran away with game 1 a little early. Rochester didn't really look comfortable, didn't look like themselves until the latter half of that game. Now they're looking to get their confidence back, to get their swagger on, as Napier plays a shot off to the side, attempts for the bump. Now Desi comes in, more shooting opportunities going wayward. Spooky up with the solo play, dribbles it around, focus. Lavender off the backboard, plays it to safety. Now passing play allows Buffalo to just barely survive this pressure. Novice teams, Rochester looking for the swarm, looking for the go-ahead goal. Lavender says no thank you, plays it around 1. Now Spooky there with the challenge. Napier on the wall, awkward first touch, has to leave it. Newt gets a pass mid, but Desi's there to cut it out. Desi off that side wall, unable to follow it. Spooky comes in for the 50. Napier tries to get around Focus. Focus has an incredible dunk and attempted follow-up. Desi left back, has to dive across the goal line to save this and ends up setting up Newt. Not exactly the touch he was looking for, and Newt slams that one in. 1-0 toward Buffalo. 50-50 comes out. Desi past 1. Desi to the backboard. Desi down to Napier. Napier up. Gets a touch. Unable to follow it. Now Focus. Bang up. And that is just in the net. Buffalo running away with these early leads. Still 3.5 minutes left. Plenty of time to get back in this one. Spooky up. Off the ceiling. Down to Napier. Napier shot in the net. Beautiful passing play. And we still have 3.5 minutes. But now the lead is cut in half. Rochester just, I guess, want the content because they are playing with their hearts. Now to the sidewall. Desi plays it around 1. Doesn't get it around 2 though. Lavender better to it. Now Newt upfield. Spooky turns this one to the corner, but this is threatening. Lavender Lamps actually misses the shot. Focus now. Tries for the solo. Unable to get it in. Now into the corner. Spooky up. Off to the corner. Napier is there. 50-50's out middle. Desi in a really awkward spot. Napier going. Plays it up. Desi misses the backboard touch. Spooky tries to bail. Napier probably called him off, but also didn't commit fully himself. Now this 50 is great though. Toward the net. Newt plays it off to the side. Very composed on him. Now Focus left with the ball with boost. With an air dribble. Flipper set over 1. Spooky plays it off to the corner. Focus steals the boost and bumps Desi. Just stalling out that play. Leading Buffalo to get at least possession in the midfield. Spooky with a crucial challenge though. Tries to play this out toward 1. Newt now with the shot. Not quite on. Napier to the corner. Newt 50-50 with Napier. Spooky up. Tries to pass but does not connect. Now Desi plays it up. Focus is there. Focus to the sidewall. Accidentally does not get the touch he needed. Now Napier up over 1. Tries for the double from Spooky. Not able to get it. Focus with another solo play. Pinch out from the midfield. This ball going a little bit toward net, but not too threatening. Newt to play it to the side. 1.5 minutes about left. Napier now to the sidewall. Tries to follow it himself. Gets beat by Focus. This ball bouncing down. Desi with the double. Close opportunity. Now counterattack from Buffalo. Shot is almost in, but Desi with an insane save. Pops that one up off the crossbar. Now Focus left back alone. Napier with the 50. Spooky with the shot, but plays it to the wrong side of the net. That needs to be in toward the middle. The far post was the only spot of the net that was being covered. Now Desi around one. Demos another. Has the flip, but unable to get the wave dash to follow it before Lavender plays it out. Time is running down. We need a goal, and we need it in the next minute. Passing play is attempted. Napier low boost. Spooky called in to follow. Pinches it around one. Tries to get one more. Taps it down. Desi with the almost angle. Just a little bit too ambitious with the pre-jumps. And the flick up. Desi plays it out to the middle. Spooky there to follow. Spooky ends up missing. Napier leaves it for Desi. What can Desi do? He has the 100. He has the ball, but he also gets bumped off by Nuke. This shot toward the net. Who's there? Desi is there. Shot in. Good. Tied up with 25 seconds to go. That is what you like to see. Now, Spooky plays for the 50-50. My voice is getting progressively deader as I already casted 3 best of 7s and screamed in one of them a little bit too much. Please, someone save me. Novice looking to make it a longer series. This ball looking like it's going down. Napier does play it down to the ground, but that ball does not bounce exactly how he wanted it, but still ends up on the ground. Gives me an opportunity to drink. I'm drinking water, not any other drink. I already know that's what you were thinking. Now, Desi off to the sidewall. Newt tries to center this. Spooky out toward the middle. Lavender gets a touch out to the mid. Desi is there. Plays it around one. Tries for the double. Ends up missing. Spooky's there in support. Now Napier in support. Luckily, this Renegades team, known for being there in support for each other, having those options covered if the first miss comes out. Here, Desi plays it around one. Lavender gets bumped out the play. Spooky upfield toward Desi. Desi tries for the shot. Unable to get it now. Lavender with a shot. And that will be Buffalo going up 2 in the series. 2-0 for them. Not exactly the start we wanted. That one hurts. That game felt like we had the comeback all set up, all ready to go, and then it was just shut right out. We still have plenty of time, though, as far as, the series is still young. We did look a lot better going into that game number 2. So I'm not too worried, but we definitely need to win this next one. This is a must win. They do have a timeout. They opt not to take it. And here we go, into game number 3. Spooky to the sidewall. Lavender across the 1. Gets the 50-50 out. Desi ends up missing. Spooky ends up missing. Napier luckily is there to follow. Now Desi gets a good 50. Napier back alone. Should have jumped earlier. Newt given too much space. Given the chance. Slots that one in. Not having it. Are the Buffalo. The Buffalo Bandicoots are trying to shut us out. Spooky finally opens up the scoring for the Renegades here in game number 3. Incredible cutout in the midfield. Recognizes it's open, just plays it hard toward the net. Ends up rolling in. Now, kickoff lost to Desi. Desi tries for the solo. Attempts to play it around Focus, unable to do so. Spooky to the sidewall. This ball bouncing up. Buffalo have a player disconnect in Newt. Questionable circumstances and ends up letting Desi get a goal. That one is unfortunate for Newt. Technically, they have to play on. Hopefully Newt is fine. He does go for kickoff, so it must have just been a temporary lag spike, but that is exactly what we need as far as an opportunity to get back, to get some goals, get a little bit more confidence, because I think that is the number one thing that is lacking right now. And here Newt on his teammate's head, air dribble bump, just has the speed on that transition. Napier unable to help get a bump off. Spooky left back alone. Newt does a great job to capitalize. Spooky passing down to Napier. Napier toward net, turned away by Focus. Desi plays it over one. Spooky up, ends up missing. Napier up to one. Desi there. 50-50 attempted. Napier, round one. Lavender plays it to safety. Incredible 50 out from that, and then Desi with the redirect into the net. This ball was definitely threatening as soon as this 50 happened. I didn't know who was shooting it though, whether it was Spooky, Desi, even Napier could have turned and shot that. No Buffalo or no Bandicoot player back. I keep calling them the Buffalo as if that's their mascot, but they are the Bandicoots. Now Napier tries for the redirect. Double tap down and pending. Spooky with a slight misread. That was a really good chance to go up two. They'll have to settle with just staying up for one for now. Spooky there. 50-50 out. Napier to follow. Great beat. Now attempted redirect from Spooky. Open net for at least a little bit, but just not enough pace or position behind that ball to get it into the open net. Desi plays it around one. Now we're looking a lot better as far as our offense and our comfortability, putting shots on, getting some pressure. This is what we want to see. This is not what we want to see, but luckily Spooky does a great job not only getting one touch, but getting two touches. Desi in to follow. Tries for one more, ends up leaving it for Spooky. Bump attempted out of Napier, all in play out of the Renegades, and they are not punished. And now a shot coming in from Desi, not quite on target. Tries for another, bounces up awkwardly. Napier back commits. Now double tap from him off to the backboard. Newt is up. Good defense out of the Bandicoots. Able to just starve off this pressure, but this is too overwhelming, and Desi slams that last one in. Now we are cooking with oil. Starting to fry up something nasty is the Renegades team. Finally getting our offense rolling and our confidence soaring. Spooky trying to chase down Newt. Teammate to teammate. They kind of have a, I don't know if it's a grudge match, but I mean there's clearly a chip on each of their shoulders trying to carry their team to victory. Lavender already up for this. All players end up going missing. Napier taking his time, plays for the 50. Smart play out of him, allows Desi to come in. Desi doesn't have the boost for the double tap, but a miss from the Bandicoots allows Napier to clear this still. Spooky ends up back looking. Lavender up toward one. Desi to cut it out. Napier to the midfield. Spooky just waiting for Focus to give that ball away. Now goes in for the kill. Tries for the double tap toward a teammate, unable to do so. Desi with a 50. Napier waiting in the middle. This one 50's out toward Desi. Desi beats one. Backboard. Almost hit, but Newt turns away to corner. Spooky stealing the corner. Napier fakes one. Tries to flick the other. Lavender gets a really awkward touch. This could be dangerous. Spooky is there for the shot. Focus is there with the save. Napier cuts this one out. Tries for one more. Unable to get it. Focus with the solo. Lots of boost. Has the flip. Has the double flip reset. Desi just playing patient, playing the time. Smartly waiting for those flips to come out. And then takes the ball away to the corner. Lavender, super awkward. Shot here from Napier under the last man. That is 5-2. Way to answer back this game. That should be game despite there being 12 seconds left. Unless if a kickoff is immediately pinched in 3 times in a row, which does not happen. We get the game number 3 win. They're just keeping it up for fun at this point. Neither team really wanting to let it down. Unfortunately, a double commit out of Lavender, and I believe Newt ends up in... Oh, no, that was focused, my bad. Ends up in a grounded ball. Finally, it feels like our team has woken up. They did a little bit in game 2, but they also let those early goals slip, and this game, they did not let it happen. They locked in, showed why they are the best, showed why they are the GOATs, and won game number 3. And now, hopefully, we can take that momentum and keep it rolling all the way throughout the rest of the series and maybe into the next. Reminder, this is the semifinals. They already played their round 1 match earlier this week. That is also on stream. If you want to go back, watch the VOD, I encourage you to do so. That was a very entertaining series. Now, Bandicoots looking to end our run in the semis and get to grand finals themselves. Renegades, they don't want to go there. They want a quick series. They want to be able to win this in 6, probably, after, of course, they dropped the first 2. Now Desi tries to play it around 1. Spooky is up. This ball going out to Newt. Newt with the flick, with the follow, double taps it in. Bandicoots up 2 early again. This is not looking good. Spooky with a solid 50. Desi with the follow. Beats 1. Newt is there. Napier up. Focus, bangs this one over 1. Spooky with a great solid touch, buying time. Napier ends up missing the ball. Desi with a scary touch out. Now Newt beating Napier. Spooky off the backboard. Able to play that one through. Now Lavender Lamps gets touch mid. No teammate there to follow up just quite yet. Desi over to Spooky. All players on the Renegades committing a little bit too hard on some of these. They have lots of time, 3 minutes and 40 seconds to work with. They just need to play a little bit more patient, a little more composed, get prolonged offense instead of these awkward plays, and that is exactly what they did here. Just buying their time a little bit more, letting the defense get an awkward touch, and coming in and capitalizing. Kickoff goes in favor of us. Spooky, 50'd out mid. Napier not up fast enough to beat Focus. Focus into the corner. Shot opportunity. Desi easy turn away. Routine save for him. Now a shot from Newt. Blocked also by Desi. Desi doing it all. Lavender tries to beat out Spooky. Gets a solid 50. Now Focus with a 50, but not quite it. And Desi with the follow-up allows us to tie up the series, or sorry, tie up the game 2-2. Looking to tie up the series 2-2 as well, if we can get this game number 4 win. Spooky around 1. That is how you do it. Teamwork makes the dream work. And Napier leaving that perfectly for a teammate to come in, slot it. Spooky back alone. Plays it past 1. Desi is there with the pop-up. Napier up. 50-50 into the midfield. Spooky is there. Down toward the net, but Newt turns it away. Lots of time still. We start off a little bit too I don't know, disconnected. A little bit nervous, a little bit less confident until we get that first goal. After we get that first goal, it has all looked completely fine in all the games that we've been playing, but getting to that first goal has kind of been our issue. They don't look locked in, they don't look confident until that first goal is scored. Luckily, we have those goals now on the scoreboard. You cannot take those away. Now Napier up off the backboard, tries for the double. Playing this down, Focus, really awkward touch. Spooky somehow manages to get a double off of that one. Now Desi left back alone, flick up from Focus. Desi called into action. Gets one touch to corner, gets a double. Now Spooky comes in. 50-50s it right into focus. Napier left back alone. Lavender shot under. Shot opportunity from Newt. Turned away by Spooky off the backboard. Tries for the follow. Focus. Tries to pinch it mid. Napier up there quickly to meet Lavender Lamps in the air for a 50. Desi now to the sidewall. Focus with a shot on almost target. Newt almost also on target. Lavender ends up missing that. Very close opportunities from the Bandicoots that they would have liked to see go in. End up not quite there. Now Focus with the solo play. Has 100 boosts. Spooky with the challenge. Just able to bump them off. Desi with a crucial touch out, preventing Newt from just turning and ripping that on target. Napier plays this one to the wall. Lavender ends up faking this one for Newt. Newt plays it up toward Desi. Desi ends up missing. Napier luckily gets a demo out on the third. Buys a little bit more time. Lavender up in the air. Desi to follow. Not quite getting a touch. Newt is there for the follow-up, but slightly off the post. And the Rochester Renegades get away with murder on that one. That should have been a goal for the Buffalo Bandicoots every single day of the week. Bang out from Desi. Newt with an awkward touch in the midfield. His focus there with a follow. Spooky barely back in time. Gets the save. Now really awkward touch. Manages to stay behind the ball on 0 boost. Get the 50. Buy time. 20 seconds now. Time ticking down. Shot opportunity. Newt to turn it away. Newt now off the sidewall. Plays time. Napier with a great challenge. Tries for the bump. Does manage to get focus. Just Lavender back. This 50 out really awkwardly. Newt plays it toward mid. Spooky is there. Time being bought. 0 seconds ticking down. Desi to turn it upfield, and that ball drops. Rochester equalize in the series, winning a crucial Game 4 to keep their hopes alive. Now, it is just a best of 3 to determine who goes into the grand finals and who goes home. My heart cannot take this. I'm actually going to get cardiac arrest from all of the events that happened tonight. Game number 5 coming your way. The winner of this very likely to come out on top of the series, but not always. Spooky 50-50. Focus plays this one out. Napier, back pass toward Desi. Focus kind of assisting in the back pass process, just playing it around one, 50-50ing, just pushing the ball forward. Now Desi toward Spooky. Newt playing this one really well. He's been playing all series incredibly well. Gets the pass out to Lavender. Napier barely there in time for the save. Now pass out toward Napier. Played upfield, bump out on Newt. Allows Spooky a little bit of time to make his decision. Now Lavender 50-50. Focus is up. Awkward ball for both players. Ends up pinching back. Desi steals the boost. Unable to get the ball though. Lavender plays this one mid. Desi with one touch. Desi with the follow off the backboard. Just using all of his boosts to get that extra touch out. Newt better to it. Plays it toward the sidewall. Napier up. Spooky is there. Pops it over one. Napier with some boost and a little bit of space. Plays it around 150s the other. Desi back alone. Napier gets a bump on Focus, but almost setting him up for an insane play. Lavender Lamp's shot just goes in. I'm not sure exactly how the Rochester players were positioned here, because that ball did not seem that threatening unless if Focus got a touch off the ceiling, which he didn't. That might have been their undoing, is that they expected a touch and it did not come through. Rochester down again in goals in a game, needing the comeback to give themselves an advantage in the series. Spooky passing this one out mid. Napier tries for the irritable 50. Now Spooky is up. Gets this 50 out. Desi pushed a little too close. Has to back half flip out. Plays it toward Napier. Napier around one. Desi tries for the touch around. Spooky there to follow it. Beats one. Now Newt is there. Ends up backflipping. Bump comes out. This ball just rolls right in. Spooky recognizing the awkwardness on the defensive half. of the Buffalo Bandicoots, and that is just a goal. 3 minutes remain. Tie game in game 5. This ball played out. Desi is there. 50-50s. Ends up missing. Demo on the play from Focus. They finally remember, after Napier demos them so many times, that they too can demo back. Now, Napier with a beautiful pass mid. This is the team play we like to see. Double tap impending from Spooky. Ends up getting saved by Lavender. And Napier back alone. Ends up not in position for the save. Focus with the pop shot from midfield. And Buffalo Bandicoots are up at the half. Napier with a crucial 50 into the corner. Focus really awkward on the wall. Opposite just leave it. Now Desi tries for one more. Gets one down. Napier is there off the backboard. Focus is up. Spooky is up. Both players go missing. That was a chance for Spooky. But now it's a chance the other way. Focus with the shot just over the target onto the crossbar. Now Desi over to Spooky. Spooky back toward the midfield. Napier with a shot. Desi back alone. Manages to rush back and save this one off to the side. He does a great job doing so. Spooky is there. Tries for one. Napier unable to get it, and that's Lavender Lamps capitalizing on an oh-so-crucial miss. Buffalo Bandicoots looking to take game 5, play the upset, play the hero ball. Renegades need something here. Napier upfield to Spooky. Spooky to net. Passing play brilliance out of the Renegades. 2-3. 50-50 out mid. Desi is there. Has the air dribble. 50-50s it into the midfield. Spooky is there. Now Spooky to the corner. 50-50s out. Napier once more to the corner. Tries to follow it again. Does a great job. New is really awkward. Focus called in. This ball bouncing high. Desi's up to the ceiling. A little bit awkward play. Ends up 50ing this one out. Pinching it toward net. Luckily, Napier was barely there in time for the touch out. Spooky left alone here. Spooky up to Desi. Desi with the 50 on the Bandicoot player. Now Newt with a really awkward ball. Has to leave it. Napier with a demo, Spooky with a demo, but still, Buffalo Bandicoots push onward into our half. Here's Spooky with an attempted air dribble. Desi ends up miscommunicating, misjudging where that ball is going. Lavender back alone, ends up bumped for his efforts. Desi comes in with a strong 50, ends up going toward our side of the field, however. Now Focus up to the corner. Down from the corner with the double tap. Spooky to the sidewall. New is really awkward, but manages to get that touch across. Desi was not ready for it. We need a goal, and we need it quick if we want to win game number 5. 15 seconds, 13 seconds left. Now, Spooky with the shot opportunity. Napier with the shot opportunity. Lavender Lamps up quick on this one. Gets a touch out. Desi and Spooky not on the same page. Miscommunicating. This touch out toward the middle. This flick is going to the ground, and Buffalo Bandicoots put us on double match point. This is probably worst case scenario for Rochester. Needing 2 games back to back in order to make grand finals, or having the entire season slip through their fingertips in an insane upset in the semis. Going into game number 6 for all the marbles, the entire season leading up to this point, Rochester Renegades need 2 games to continue on and make it into the grand finals. Spooky plays it past 1. Newt is there. Dribbling it up around 1. Desi gets a touch. Spooky to the wall. ends up back flipping off of this one. Passing play attempted. Ball just so awkward in the midfield. Napier's back. Desi is there. Flicks it over one. Missing from the side of the Buffalo Bandicoots, and that is a Desi double tap into Snoot's back end. Ends up in the goal. Desi with a really good play, but that wasn't quite in until the Buffalo Bandicoots player put it in with their back end. That is exactly what we need, though. We need momentum. We need this Game 6 win, and that is not quite how you do it. Spooky ends up pushing it so hard into the crossbar, needing that one to be a little bit lower in order to end up in a goal. Now Desi off the corner, tries for the corner double, almost gets it. Bumping plays coming out now. Desi is there. Off to the wall toward Napier. Napier is 50'd by Focus. Spooky comes in for the touch. Desi back alone. Taking his time. Has the 100 boost. Plays it around one. Napier is there for the shot mid. Spooky already up for this. A little bit too ambitious out of the Renegades players. They seem to be jumping for a few things that they just don't quite need to be. Here, Desi with a double tap, but Focus is there, just playing it down. Spooky back awkward in the corner. Focus ends up rushing Spooky, forcing the mistouch. Now Spooky with a little bit of time and space. Has one touch. Follows it out toward Desi. Lavender's up. Plays this one to the side. Napier with time but no boost. Now gets the boost. Continues with the ball upfield. Gets a demo on the play. Spooky with a 50 down mid. Desi is there. Shot under one. Spooky up toward middle. Desi leaves this play entirely. Knows he is needed back on the rotation. And here he is called in. Plays it up toward one. Ends up losing that ball to Focus. Spooky upfield. Newt with the beat. Spooky crosses this one over. Just buying time. Getting boost. Supporting his team when they need it. Now Spooky playing it under Focus. Newt on the sidewall. Has one. Really awkward second touch, but Focus is there for the pass. Slipped under the Renegades defense, and that is a tie game with 2.5 minutes to go. Newt doing exactly what he needed. Awkwardly making it look like he had one thing, but had another. Teammate reading it all the way through. On the ground, able to just put a shot so close that it was not savable. Lavender, 50-50 with Desi in the middle. Napier with the shot. Napier with the goal. Just able to slip that one in on the bottom right side of the net. Rochester Renegades up 1, 2.5 minutes to go here in Game 6. Napier with a boost missed. Ends up getting a really awkward touch out. Lavender Lamps also an awkward touch, but is to the midfield where a teammate can follow. Desi misses that ball. Tries for the upfield from Spooky. Unable to get it. Awkward touch now into the middle. Really weird possession play out of Desi. Ends up somewhat working. Just opts to leave it now. Newt is there. Spooky tries to play it mid. Focus is there. Napier pushed up really high. Luckily, Desi is already behind him on the rotation. Now this ball popped up mid in a great spot for a Renegades player, but a little bit of miscommunication between Spooky and Napier. We've seen a few of these errors come out of the Renegades. That is why we are down in the series, is because we're not quite communicating. We're not quite getting those, those flawless team plays where we trust the other team or the other teammate to get the ball where it needs to go. But we managed to make it work. The passing play is good. We are up now 3-1. 2 minutes about remaining in this game. Still time for the Buffalo Bandicoots to bring this back, but Rochester so solid on these leads. They really like to hold on to leads. That is what they do best. They get ahead and they stay ahead. Desi now 50s this down mid. Lavender up. Plays this one to the side. Spooky with a touch to the wall. Newt is there. 50-50's coming out. Desi around one. Lavender Lamps is up. Shot not too threatening. Desi backflips it to Napier. Napier tries for the air dribble. Goes for the 50. Newt plays that one to the side. Spooky beats one. Awkward ball. Focus bumped. Spooky unable to get the double. But Desi comes in with the shot. A little bit too high. Not quite good. 50 seconds remain. Buffalo managed to save off what would be the nail in the coffin. but here it comes. Desi off the backboard. Desi down with the double off the backboard. Not quite able to put it in. Napier now to the sidewall. Time being bought. 30 seconds remain. Focus upfield. Desi to the corner. Tries for one more. Gets it out. And that is plenty of time wasted. 10 seconds just from that one single play. And continuing to waste time here. Teammates a little bit too pushed up still. Had the potential to make something happen. But that will do it just about now. 10 seconds. Counting down. No goal. And that will be Rochester Renegades taking this to a game number 7 to see who makes the Novice Grand Finals. I cannot with these game 7s in long series. I'm actually dying. I don't know. I don't know if I'll have a voice box left for grands if we make this game 7. I can't. It's so over. MCS LAN has trained me for this. Although, I don't know if it trained me for the heart monitor. I'm probably dying. Desi now plays this one toward the midfield. This is all the marbles, all the beans, and that is a focus, air dribble, goal, highlight reel, game 7. He does not care who he's facing. He gets this first touch beautifully, he follows it beautifully, and he taps that into the back of the net. Napier to the sidewall. Desi playing that one out from the midfield. Rochester Renegades need to not only win this game 7 in order to make grands, they need to do it well down 1. Here, Spooky on the transition. Focus able to turn that one away. Desi off to the backboard. Newt back alone, gets a really awkward touch. Lavender Lambs also with an awkward touch. Napier with an air dribble opportunity, plays it around him, and Napier answers back. He says, focus, I saw what you can do. You want to see what I can do? I can do it right back. Playing it around the last man. Incredible last touch just to play it around Newt. Tied game, 4 minutes remain. This ball getting played past one. Lavender Lamps is there for the follow, and Buffalo Bandicoots at 420 immediately go right back and score. Not exactly what the Renegades want to see. Spooky now with the 50. Desi back alone, plays it well into the corner. Tries for the touch. Focus better to it. Napier tries for it. Spooky there. Almost on. Newt bumped off this play. Spooky in a one-on-one. Beats one, but Focus is there for the save. Desi now tries to drop this one mid to Napier. Napier really awkward. Gets a crucial touch to prevent Lavender's clear from going into the net. Focus in the midfield. Ends up getting beat. Napier with a shot opportunity. Shoots it toward net. Newt already pre-jumped in the net. Able to turn that one to the side. Desi ends up missing. Spooky called in for the 50. Gets one. Goes for the second. Plays it around Focus. Now, they left all back alone. Manages to get a crucial touch into the corner. Desi up toward the backboard. Toward the net. Drop down to Spooky. Spooky slots that in. 3.5 minutes to go. And we are equalized. This game 7 meaning the world to both of these rosters. Both working so hard all season to get to this opportunity to play in the CSA Season 1 Grand Finals for the Novice tier. Both teams so deserving of it, showing here that they deserve greatness. They deserve to be on the biggest stage. Desi dropping this one down. Napier's up, plays it up toward ceiling. Desi plays it down. Napier off the backboard, almost gets an insane passing play. Now Spooky called in. All 3 Buffalo Bandicoots players committing on that defensive play. Now Focus turns this one out toward the side. Napier plays this one out mid. Lavender plays it around 1. Spooky is there for the follow. Desi up for the redirect. Tries to play it around 1. Focus with a really awkward touch. Newt with an also awkward touch. Lavender Lamps called in for the rescue. Spooky is there as last man. Tries to flick it around Focus. Focus to the sidewall. Desi now with a shot. Newt is awkward but manages to play it toward the side. Half of the game remains. Both teams getting 2 goals. Both teams looking oh so deadly on the offensive chances. Here the Renegades, though, are looking to go ahead. This ball is so awkward. Desi with an incredible crossbar read ends up scoring. We go up 3-2. Desi just popping it over the last, playing perfectly patient, waiting for that crossbar bounce, reading that crossbar bounce, and putting in the open net. Not panicking despite the circumstances, despite it be win or go home. Game 7, all the marbles for the grand final. Newt plays this one around 1. Spooky is there. Desi plays this one up. Tries to follow it. Gets a touch out. Lavender Lamps, huge bang out toward focus. Napier is there. Really awkward touch, but manages to beat one. Spooky to the midfield. Desi is up. Desi toward backboard. This ball just ends up sliding so close to the net. Lavender Lamps with a clutch save to prevent the nail in the coffin, the dagger in the heart of the opponent. Novice teams both looking so strong. Buffalo on the offense. Desi with a crucial touch out. Renegades not having it. Desi taking his time up toward Napier. Napier shot on net. Newt with the save. Focus gets a touch around Desi somehow on the follow-up. Confusion from all sides of the field. Now Desi with the ball plays it hard mid. Spooky tries for the follow. Newt's there. Now Lavender Lamps up high. This ball bounces down tantalizingly toward the net. Desi to the sidewall, pinching it toward the mid. Newt with the 50. Spooky gets 1. Spooky gets 2. Desi called into action. Plays it up over 1. 50 seconds remain. Time is ticking down. The Buffalo Bandicoots are behind. They need a goal in the next 40 seconds if they want to force an overtime. Rochester Renegades, they don't want to go there. Desi toward the backboard. Gets a demo. Napier up now. Dropping this ball off the backboard. Newt gets a touch. Focus now. Low boost. Misses the ball. Newt also really awkward ball. Now this ball out toward mid. Out toward the backboard. Desi is there. Leaves it for Napier. Napier also leaves it not knowing. Spooky comes in. 15 seconds left to go. Spooky off the backboard. Beating. Oh, the last man is Napier. 10 seconds remain. Time ticking down. Precious seconds off the clock. Now Buffalo need this. Desi with a touch around 1. Has the follow. 50-50 out. The ball is still alive. This ball plays down. The ball touches the ground. Rochester Renegades somehow manage to game 7 win. And we make it to the grands. Oh my gosh. You can't keep doing this to me, guys. I'm sorry. I've already casted 4 series, 2 of them being best of 7s, 3 of them being solo casts. What do you want? What do you want from me? You actually want me dead? Oh my gosh. All right. I will be casting the Novice Grand Finals on the CSA main channel. Go check out Car Soccer Association. I will see you guys on the other side. I need to give myself 6 minutes to rest. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'll see you on the other side.